What's up, everybody? It's your boy Showtime Doctor. And go ahead and give you guys a battle tutorial, which you can expect to see on the battle screen, some tips and tricks, maybe some things you might miss. Tactical game players, you're gonna know these screens. It's just your setup screen. So you're gonna take your character, you're gonna put them wherever you want them, be thinking about your team composition. I'll show you guys the UI. That's the little rock, paper, scissors wheel over there. If you really need to look at your characters, you can long click them. Come over here, you can look at what's going on with their skills. You can get explanations if you don't know exactly what a skill does. You can also do this to the enemy units. Come over here, do that. So if you don't recognize someone, look at what they do. Like, oh, okay, I need to counter that with this character or this skill. And if you really want to, like, oh, my character has the wrong gear, whatever it's going to be, just hit details. Take you right back to the character. You forgot to level them, you can give them levels, you can switch their gear out, you can switch their skills out. Oh, if you forgot to rank them, you can even rank them up. And then you hit back and you're back. I'm going to roll with this team, I think. Let me see. I probably don't need the healer, quite honestly, so I'll skip her, put Ryu in. And then power, you can sort if you want to see certain characters. Is maybe sometime later in the game, a year from now, you got 200 characters, you don't want to sort them all, you want to find a specific character. Tactics, this is where you take your tactical things that you unlock. You can switch them out right here, depending on what you got. If you don't have them, then you don't got them, but you can take whichever ones you want. I got the ones I want. And then there's the full menu over here. This will tell you, because sometimes it'll tell you what you need to beat and tell you what you need to get the 3 stars, so you don't waste your energy and you only got 2 stars because you screwed up. So defeat all enemies. Sometimes it's just defeat a certain enemy. Sometimes it's get to a certain spot. And it'll tell you after 8 rounds, if this lasts 8 rounds, I auto lose. That's how that is. This button over here, it's going to tell you turn order. So 1's going to be your person that takes turn 1, and etc. So you can keep that on, you can click it off, whatever you want to do. There's also explanations for terrain. So say like I see this rock, I have no idea what that is. Hit information, it's going to tell me whatever terrain it is. So it can't be ignited by fire. So if I want to ignite fire there, now I know not to waste my time. And then it's going to tell you about whatever the object is that's there. There's traps, there's barrels. I think that pretty much explains this whole screen right here. Of course, the back button, you can go back. What have you. So let's get into it. Restates the objective. Little story thing going on. You can skip the stories thing, bottom right there. So like we saw, that cat's gonna go first, and then it's mostly my team. So this screen, you can actually see right here, this is like effective where you can go to do something kind of thing. This is an area, the blue area represents area where you're relatively safe unless they got some super long range skill. This area will show you that you can be attacked by these units, and the more units that can possibly attack you, it'll show by red. So they can choose to attack that unit. If I have another unit here, they might attack that unit. You can see the archer can hit me from right there. So you can kind of display these things all the time if you want to, or if you're cool, you don't have to. That's up to you. Check out your character, check out the terrain over here. Standby is basically you're skipping your turn. You can click up here to see what kind of buffs your character has, or debuffs. And of course, information about the character. Same thing with their characters. You can choose to move. You can't actually click the move button and just like do that if you're having trouble clicking in a certain area. That does happen sometimes with like rocks clipping, that type of thing. All your skills are here, and then the tactics screen, you have a certain amount. This pool of numbers, it actually refreshes, so you get more every turn. These skills have cooldowns, and I'm going to use them on certain things. But for now, this is my tank unit. I actually like to buff with her first turn usually, so. Future Doc here, I forgot to explain the 3 buttons in the upper left. The AM button switches between automatic and manual mode. The middle button is your speed. It can also go slow as well as fast on your actions. And then the button after that with the clock and the 12 if you screw up, you can hit that button, and on this map in particular, you have 12 chances to go back, either another round or a character during the same round, and fix a mistake you made, preferably so that you can get 3 stars. Back to you, current Doc. So, this skill, it's usually going to put up buffs and debuffs. I think you can normally just click on it, long click, and then you can see, okay, it does this. So in this case, I'm gonna come over here, increase attack and magic attack by 10, also increases my defense by 20. Love to have that on everyone at the beginning of the battle, so I go ahead and make sure everyone's in range. It'll show you with that. And you can also see the range if you actually look at the skill. It has a little grid here. Center square is basically where your character is. I'm gonna go ahead and hit everybody with it. And then same thing with Gloria here. Her stuff has a certain range. Go ahead and hit it. You can see here everyone's got it. Try to knock characters off screen. So in this case, this character has a use item, so you can use. If you have something that says instant, that means they can use it and it doesn't end their turn. So in this case, I actually want to give this to Beryl, allied character. It gives her movement +1, as well as a random level 2 buff, and we can actually view whatever it gave her. Shows you the buff. So there's your move 1, increases movement by 1 tile. In this case, it looks like they actually gave her speed. Now, in this case, this is my hardest hitting unit character. Definitely a great farming character, Cole. Single target deep. So I'm going to give her the tactic that makes it so that as long as she attacks again, she will act again. So it'll give her an additional turn. As well as give her an attack 2 buff, which is increased physical damage 20%. We got this cat in range right here. And then also I can hit this if I want to. That gives her additional movement and crit. As you could see. Crit damage and crit range. But in this case, I'm going to kill this guy. Now, Cole has a passive to where as long as she kills someone from the side or from behind, she also gets an additional turn. So this lady's about to take 3 turns right now. As you can see, I'm just going to use it and go ahead and use my buff here and just demolish the squishies, get tons of movement. I'm just going to dome this guy. She's one of the few characters that can easily jump over things, jump up, jump down. Great unit to have. So you see I gave my Beryl additional movement. So she's actually in a place, I can't hit him with that square, but I can put a fire AoE over here. Now remember, we saw that I don't think it's going to leave burning because that's this type of terrain. Oh, it did in this case, okay. And for whatever reason, that terrain was fine. Normally with your knockdown units, I think we're going to get a chance. I can go and I can use this charge skill. I can charge from here. Or I could charge from here. Same damage, but you can actually use that on Gloria to get additional movement. Lots of characters have skills like that. Doesn't matter if he has 1,000,000 health, he's dead. Same thing I'm about to do with this cat. So definitely be looking for opportunities to use terrain to your advantage. There's explosive barrels, there's poison traps, there's bramble, there's wine barrels. There's all types of effects in this game. And I'm only going to get to show you a few of them, unfortunately, here, but... Oh, no, yeah, she can hit from here with her choo-choo-choo. 150% damage. If any of those crit, that's even more damage. And that's your basic battle guide, guys. So always be looking at the terrain, because in the terrain, you can use tactical skills to blow up barrels that you can't reach right now in this turn. Use characters to knock wine barrels down. They'll go down. If there's a explosive barrel nearby, the wine will explode. The explosive barrel will explode, and now the whole ground's on fire. And there's all types of things like that you can do in this game, so be looking for stuff like that. You want a 3-star every stage you can, because energy is precious in this game. Actually not sure what the star does. Guess I'll hit it and see. And that's your basic battle guide, guys. There's going to be certain things you're going to do on certain stages, but for the most part, you stick to all those tips I just gave you. That's basically what you're looking to do in every battle. Dominate, get in, get out, get your stars, get your currency, push content, unlock things, get your farm up, make your account strong. So that's it, guys. I hope that was good for you. Showtime Doctor. I'm going to help you get whatever you want out of this game. PvP, PvE, swag, bragging rights, character unlocks, whatever it is. I'm going to be here for you. So hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.